What is happening, good people? I have that only one question. What is happening, good people? Thank you all so much for being here this evening. Thank you all for taking time out of your Saturday night to come and listen to us ramble about the clown world. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is yet another episode of the Clown World Show. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for commenting, watching, liking, sharing, whatever you do. Thank you so much for coming here to share this philosophy with me and my guests. I really appreciate all of you. I'm going to go ahead and holler at everybody in the chat. I hope y'all like that intro. I probably should update it. I've had it for a while, but I don't have to fix what ain't broken. So let me holler at y'all. Let's see who we got. The first comment in the chat I see is from the troll himself, Fauci the Con Man. How you doing, bro? How you doing? What's the deal? Let's see. I just want to speak to everybody. Yeah, go ahead and try to guess who the guest is, also. Try to guess who our guest is. We got Betty R in the house. We've got It's Time to Tune In. It's time to get it in with Mac TV. How you doing, Mac TV? Always good to see you, brother. Let's see. We've got Faither Wather in the house. How you doing, girl? Let's see. We've got Shifty Eyes Shady. How you doing, Shifty? Good to see you, homie. What's the deal? What's the deal with you, Shifty? Oh, we got Bane Bear. We got the homie Bane Bear in the house. We got Isaiah. Oh my goodness, always leaving such a pleasant comment. Greetings, family in Christ Jesus. Much love and God bless. Oh my goodness, it's always good to see you, Isaiah. Let's see, who else we got up in here? We got Horse with No Name. I just love your name, Horse with No Name. That's so funny. Let's see, who else we got? We got Good Servant up in this piece. Good to see you, Good Servant. Yeah. Oh, we got Mojo Shop. Hey there, how you doing? Yeah, I'm so glad to see everybody come out. Absolutely. I really appreciate it. Oh, we got Mallard the Duck. How you doing, homie? Oh, we got Mallard up in here. How y'all doing? Let me scroll down the comments and see if Oso can guess who the... Oh, Cinch Man was in here? Did I scroll? Yep, I clearly scrolled past Cinch Man. I'm sorry. So Ms. Master said, yep, if you're wrong, you have to donate to my Go Fraud Me. Yeah, also, let's see who your guest is before I bring my guest in. Oh yeah, I got my good servants talking about my shirt. I feel like I don't wear my my Leonardo DiCaprio meme shirt enough, you know what I'm saying? I got the Leo meme going. That's just what it is. Getting it in. Oh, we got Shay Anderson in the house. Mallard in this piece. Did also try to guess yet? Is he a doctor? No, he's not a doctor, Also, I'm going to give you one more guess. Fauci the Con Man. How you doing? We got Jennifer Flores up in this piece. How you doing? Why you got my Belvedere on your shirt? No Belvedere for you, good servant. Yeah, it's good to see you, Horse with No Name. So I just want to thank everybody for being here. I'm going to give also one more chance to guess who the special guest is tonight. Oh, for the glory of Christ. How you doing? Good to see you. Yep, let's go, Oso. So while Oso is throwing her guests in the chat, I'm going to go ahead and bring in my first guest of the evening. You all have seen her before. It's my twin. It's my bestie, my homie up in this piece. We got Ms. Massless. How you doing, darling?
Hey, everybody. Hey, Uncool. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I got to have you up in this, boy. It's just so nice that, you come onto the platform and share your knowledge with us, share a laugh with us, because, I really appreciate you, girl. I appreciate your work, even though YouTube keeps putting you back and forth in jail. So,
Yeah, always. Well,
thank
you, twin.
Absolutely. Oh, we got Ed Hand in the house that just left a comment. It's a plethora of sharpened cheddar throwing tacos and then disappears back to the shadows of the Ed, you always leave these crazy comments with these tacos. Now there's deadly tacos? Come on, man.
So detailed. So detailed.
Did also put another guest in the chat?
Where
you at, also? I thought you knew who it was.
She said CFM.
She did?
CFM.
Oh, Ceiling Fan Man. Oh, no. It's not Ceiling Fan Man. That's funny you mentioned that. I definitely thought about inviting Ceiling Fan Man tonight, but I'm like, okay, I just had Ceiling Fan Man on, so I do somebody, I had somebody different on. So nope, it's not CFM. So yep, looks like you got to donate to the Go Fraud Me. So sucks for you also.
$333, but now it's $666.
Well, there you have it.
Sorry, Oso. Love you, but I'm broke.
Uh-oh, since we're talking about money, hang on, here goes Bozo.
Do you have any idea how much Bozo the Clown makes?
We got Bozo up in this week. Yeah, so we got the clown working.
Are you supposed to be a clown or something?
Yeah. All right, so now that we are here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'll go ahead and finally introduce my guest. My guest just sit in the background like, dang, I thought I was going to be on the show, but you know, it is what it is. I got to talk some trash with the crew real quick, but Mac TV says 666 talents of silver.
That's right, Mac. No more, no less.
Hey, David. How you doing, David? Minnie, it's nice to see you, man. Oh, David, you had me thinking with the whole AI reading your thoughts and everything, because I promise they read mine too. I see all kind of personalized ads popping up if it's something I just think about. So you're not playing with that, man. Yeah, but okay, without further ado, I invited my guest, Knowledge 2020. That is who I invited. I'm not sure if you all are following him, but he typically hangs out in the Scariest Movie Ever chat, Days of Noah, Into the Stars, you know, has really good, strong theology. He does excellent documentaries. I think he has a little over 1,800 subs on YouTube. He does excellent work. So I'm going to go ahead and bring him in. We have Knowledge 2020, ladies and gentlemen. There we go.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
everyone.
Woo.
All right. Thank you so
Glad
much
to be here.
for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. How you doing over there, brother?
Good. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody in the chat, like, okay, here go Faith. Talk about Knowledge 2020. Look, I just threw my phone. Knowledge 2020. Let me see. Shifty Eye Shady said I have inside knowledge and that weird cyber stuff works. Oh, okay. All right. Email me about that, Shifty. Yep, email me about that. But yes, the guest tonight is Knowledge 2020. Knowledge had invited me before to do a show with him, but you know, I had my daughter that night, so it didn't really work out. And it turns out he canceled the show anyway. So I figured, hey, I felt like going on, so why not invite him on and let's just get it in, you know. So we have never collabed on anything before, so I'm not quite sure how our live chemistry is going to be, but we're most certainly going to find out because we are here now, aren't we? Yeah,
We're doing it.
yeah, doing this, baby.
We're here. We're in the building here.
Absolutely. All right. So, hey, Mallard the Duck, it's really good to see you, homie. Yeah, I appreciate you being here. All right. So let's get it in. Let's get this started. I'm done running my mouth because, you know, exactly what I do. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my screen up real quick. My guests aren't really going to be sharing, so I'm going to share my screen for most of the night. Well, all of the night. I'm going to pop back and forth. So let's get it in. First, to get this started, ladies and gents, I always like to share Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones. So,
Amen.
hallelujah.
I love that.
Amen.
We are going through an admittedly stressful time. You know, we may seem like we're handling it, but it's pretty rough on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's handling it in their own way. So I try to do this show every now and then where we can just laugh at the madness. So yeah, some of this stuff may not seem like it's a laughing matter, but you'd better believe they're laughing at us as in the regular people for buying the lie.
That's right.
So I feel like, hey, why not laugh at them? You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. So we've gotten to the point where we figured them out. We cracked the code. We know exactly what they're doing. We have no fear because of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So we're going to sit here and laugh at them. Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We know
That's
you're
right.
already
We're going to
defeated.
turn the tables.
Absolutely.
Turning the tables.
Absolutely. You're already defeated. So let's get it in. I thought we opened up this evening. I was scrolling through the Google articles and I saw this right here. This is on the Sci-Fi website. I'm guessing it's the Sci-Fi channel, but they felt enough nerve to write an article about this. So yeah, I thought it'd be appropriate to open up the show with this. So yeah, is eating people
programming all day.
Yeah, of course. Is eating people a solution to world hunger? The science behind Soylent Green. So now there's a science behind this.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course.
Gotta trust the science.
Absolutely. Trust it. All right. So released in 1973, Soylent Green imagines a dystopian nightmare version of 2022, where we are now, in which overpopulation and climate disaster have made the earth nearly unlivable. Resource and housing shortages have exacerbated class stratification, with the wealthy living in lush, reinforced houses while the rest of the population is scrounging for scraps to survive. I mean, it literally sounds like it's already happening.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, they're literally blurring the lines between fact and fiction.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what's happening here. So, with not enough to eat, half the world's population is sustained only by a staple food source created and sold by the Soylent Green Corporation. It comes in various colors, the best of which is the titular Soylent Green. The company bills their new green variety as more nutritious, having been manufactured from oceanic plankton. That's so funny because when I think of plankton, I think about the little character from SpongeBob with the one eye.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, like that little evil thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, SpongeBob. So it's like, so what are the odds of their titular, their best model being made after plankton? So
I know.
yeah, the one-eyed
Yeah.
villain. So what are the odds?
Mhm.
Okay.
That was his name, right? Mr. Plankton?
Yeah, that was his name, Plankton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One eye.
With one eye. So, but by the end, we know the truth. Soylent Green is people.
It's
So,
people.
Soylent Green is people.
Yeah.
All right. So the film was a stark commentary about the dangers of destroying our environment and the lengths of which some corporations could go to maintain profit. Now that we're actually in 2022, the world has seen an increase in novelty foods, including one supposed meal replacement shake named after the famed movie. Yeah, have y'all ever seen that in y'all stores? The Soylent Green in your local store, y'all?
I haven't.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. I've seen pictures of it, but I haven't physically seen it here in Michigan yet. But I've seen people upload it on Facebook and stuff, but I haven't seen it yet. So
Yeah, I've seen the pictures. I haven't seen it in person.
Right. So the question now is, could we really make Soylent? And would we want to?
No.
They're really digging into this.
Oh.
All right. So here's the trailer for the movie. We're not going to watch that. All right. So converting corpses to crackers. Supposing,
so
of course.
disgusting.
Yes, it is.
That is nasty.
And what's most mind-boggling that we're literally having a serious conversation about this. They're having a serious conversation. Like this isn't a satirical website.
No.
So that's what's worse about it. So
Just
supposing
Yeah.
The casual headline, the title, like converting corpses to crackers.
Like, oh really? It's awesome. It's awesome, man. It's awesome.
The CCC there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, no kidding. CCC. Wow, imagine an uncool cracker. Ugh. Like, come on. Like, uncool on the ones and twos, and then uncool on a cracker.
You know what? This article is racist, okay?
Supposing, of course, we decided we wanted to transform our lost loved ones into food, we could definitely do it. The infrastructure, look, and they're making excuses for it. The infrastructure already exists. After all, humans are just meat, no different from any other animal at the end of the day.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
Isn't that just horrible?
No different from any other animal. I mean, it's so horrible.
That's awful, right? All right.
It's a little demoralizing too, just to say it like that.
Yeah, this article literally put us on the same level playing field as animals.
Right. But that's what they've got people believing now. And you have the whole like animal rights movement thing, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm all for better treatment of animals and livestock and things like that.
Absolutely.
But they've got people believing that animals are our equals. So yeah, they're going to be on board with this.
Yeah, they just literally insinuated that we walk around sniffing each other's butts to find a mate. I can guarantee you, I'm not about to sniff a dude's butt and say, this might be a good pick here, there. No, I'm most certainly not doing that. No.
Not yet, anyway.
Absolutely not. Okay.
You just
So-
give it some time, my friend.
Oh,
I
man.
love how they based all these movies that keep coming out the last year or two. You know, like Mad Max was 2021, and then they have this for 2022, and kind of corresponds. And then they start talking about it right when the movie was supposed to take place. It's weird, right?
Right. Yep.
Absolutely. Also talking about, is that Teen Vogue? No. No, also. Wow, I'd be embarrassed to bring y'all a Teen Vogue article. Dang, you trying to play me over there, girl? Oh, man.
You know, since they're just giving dating advice, that's what we do now. So.
Right. Absolutely. And look, now they're explaining how to do it. The easiest way to do it, but the least palatable. So this is the least delicious way to do it. The easiest way to do it, but the least palatable, particularly if you're trying to hide what you're doing, as was the case in the film, would be to treat humans the way we treat livestock.
Well, it sounds like they definitely got it to a plan.
Absolutely.
I mean, look at this. Like, if you were trying to, or it, if it were a thing, and it's just like, what? This sounds a lot like OJ's book. Like, if I did it,
if I did it, this is how I would have done it. Nice one, Miss Massless. Nice one.
This is exactly what I.
Yeah, how to serve human, mankind.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and if you're trying to get away with it, this is how you do it. All right.
Not that you are,
so now
if you
the article further goes in and explain it. Establish a butchering process. Okay, everybody take notes. All right, I'm assigning homework on the Uncool Paranoia channel tonight. I'm assigning homework, so I'm going to tell you how to get away with cooking humans. Okay. All right.
There's going to be a quiz next time.
All right, quiz next show. All right, pop quiz. All right.
Random live stream.
Absolutely. All right, so establish a butchering process. Package the cut meat. Put it on the shelf. Job done.
Done. That's all? That's all?
There it is. They really thought it out.
I wrote that down.
That's it. Pop quiz, y'all. All right.
That was easy.
I never thought it was so simple.
Easy and convenient.
Also talking about got my notebook. All right, but we suspect that if we're going to eat people, we'll want at least the illusion that we're eating something else. So let's think of the other options. All right, so now we're going to get into how to make it palatable, how to make it delicious. All right, so if you've ever looked at a seasoning packet, you've probably noticed they list chicken, beef, pork, or other meats as ingredients. Yet, when you look inside, all you'll find is powder. Where's the beef? It's in the powder, of course. And if we want to make a human biscuit, that's probably the way to go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
And then they have the gall to show seasonings.
Well,
make you think twice about buying cheap seasoning.
Yeah. Think twice about buying cheap seasonings for sure. All right. So meat powders are fairly simple to produce. Typically, the skin and the bones of your chosen animal are removed, though in a pinch that may not be strictly necessary. After dressing, they go through a dehydration process, either using a dehydrator or cooking over a low temperature for an extended period. The aim is to remove as much moisture as possible. Finally, the meat is ground into a powder and sifted to remove any chunks which were missed. At this point, your Soylent people are unrecognizable and ready to be baked into crackers or used for soup bases. The possibilities are endless.
Wow. Thanks so much.
Again, this article is not satirical. This is a serious article here. We are seriously having a conversation about people, and I'm going to test y'all, on the next show. Okay. So, also already ahead of the game. I didn't see anybody else say they had their notebook. Also was apparently the only one listening. So
I got mine. I'm ready. I'm good.
Oh, okay. All right, for sure. All right. Oh, Tanya S. How you doing? Tanya said, I question any natural flavoring with quotes. Absolutely. If they have to tell you it's natural ingredients,
It might just be.
Singe Man said they are already doing it. Emergency food. It's horrible. Also said, yummy, tasty biscuits. That's the goat. No, you didn't just use the word goat in my chat. Oh my goodness. Fauci the con man. Of course, he got to put his 2 cents in. That was me who discovered it and showed it as a guest with Dr. Clown. I'm not sure what he's talking about. We probably walking in. Okay, let me stop. Let me get away from comments. All right. So, would Soylent make a good food? Nutritionally, sure. Human bodies are made of the same sorts of things as other animals. You could get protein and fat, albeit at different distributions than other animals. All things being equal, eating human meat is a perfectly efficient way of calorie exchange. Certainly, other animals have done it throughout our history, so why not humans do it too?
It's like they're just trying to sell the whole idea in
We're
general.
no different.
What?
We're no different. We're just any other animal, remember?
What? Is this an infomercial from hell? This is an infomercial from hell. That's what this is.
From the pit.
From the pit.
From straight out the pit.
Wow. So if you've ever read Dante's Inferno, how there's levels of hell, this is from the deepest, this is from the lowest level. This is from the lowest level of Dante's
It really
Inferno.
is.
Period. So
It
all right.
also comes with a seasoning sauce from hell. 7 alarm, 7 level.
Wow. So unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on if you're being eaten or doing the eating, things aren't equal. Animal meat produced at factory farms undergoes all sorts of precautions in order to prevent the transmission of disease to the people consuming it.
Mm-hmm.
Livestock animals are giving antibiotics throughout their lives, and the presence of disease is usually cause for that individual animal to be discarded. Even still, factory farms still present a significant disease risk. If we were eating people, especially ordinary people, what the heck are ordinary people?
It's a John Legend song.
We're just ordinary people. Oh, man. Wow. Wow, bro. We don't know which way to go. Take it slow. Take it slow. What is he saying? Eat them slow? Abuse
Oh
them
my gosh.
slowly? What is he saying?
We're gonna have to decode that song now.
Wow, you just totally messed me up with that one.
Knowledge, my mind is blown.
Mind blown.
Thank you.
All right, everybody drop some mind blown emojis in the
I
chat
thought that
for me
was
real quick.
a love song, but
Yeah. Everybody drop some mind blown emojis in the chat for me real quick, because we just kind of knowledge just kind of took me out with that one. Okay. RIP my brain. We're done. You know what I'm saying? Y'all drop the mind blown emojis in the chat real quick. All right. Yeah. Good looking, y'all. Yeah. Here we go. Here go the mind blown emojis. There we go. All right, y'all. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice one, knowledge. Okay. Yeah. Killed it with that one. All right. So if we were eating people, especially ordinary people, there's little guarantee those same precautions would be present. Moreover, there are comparatively few diseases which jump species from animals to humans. Every disease a person has necessarily infects humans, so the risk of disease transmission from contaminated meat would be immense. Wow. Of course, properly cooking and preparing our Soylent could eliminate a significant number of those diseases, but not all of them. And then they show the nifty 3D disease character, which they're scaring people with now. You know, it's not the good old spike protein, but you know,
might as well be.
Right. It's an artist. Right. It's an artist mock-up, you know, like pictures of the earth, but hey, that's another story.
Mm-hmm.
But all right. So mad cow disease.
It's Photoshop because it's gotta be.
Oh yeah, it's Photoshop because it has to be. Yeah. So it's interesting that they bring up mad cow disease, because when you think of mad cow disease, you think of Prions disease. Prion comes from meat, and that's a whole nother story. But that's pretty bad within itself. So it's interesting that they mentioned that. I should probably do a show on prions and mad cow disease, because mad cow is a doozy, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So mad cow disease occasionally prompts recalls of tainted meat. The disease is caused by prions, which causes proteins in the brain to fold irregularly. Prions don't respond to temperature at which meat is normally cooked. In order to fully denature prions, they have to be heated to temperatures of 1000 degrees Celsius or more. They've been shown to remain effective even after being heated to 600 degrees Celsius. Nobody cooks meat at those temperatures. That's scary. Yeah.
Cooking is bad for the environment. I mean,
Wow.
people cooking are causing climate change. So
yeah, it's a climate disaster. Yeah, it's not good.
It's just safer to have it delivered to you.
Oh, your little robot, the robot car.
Your
All
Amazon
right.
drone or something, just drop it off for you.
Absolutely. All right. Similar prion diseases exist in humans and are documented to have been transmitted through cannibalism. Creating a system in which half the human population gets most of their food from humans, from human remains, might be a highly efficient way to end our species. What?
Stop it. This is disgusting. What the heck?
Yeah, this is the clown world, ladies and gentlemen. This was a serious article posted. No, I am not reading from Babylon Bee or The Onion.
Sci-fi wire. Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, so is Soylent even sustainable? Let's suppose we solve all these problems. A robust marketing campaign has convinced humanity that eating the deceased is not only acceptable, but noble. And we've discovered ways to effectively rid the meat of dangerous pathogens. Could it even sustain itself? This one is pretty obvious. No. The one way the system is sustainable is if there's a consistent one for one exchange. Every living person gets to eat one dead person. Yummy.
Oh, no.
Then they themselves are eaten. You'd have to create a sort of horrible perpetual motion machine of consumption in which no energy is ever lost. Even still, the average human, about 136 pounds, and the average adult in America eats roughly 525 pounds of food every year. Even if you were eating everything, organs, bones, the whole shebang, they literally use the word shebang, whole shebang, a person would only provide about a quarter of the food you'd need for a single year. Moreover, the birth
What to
and
do,
death
what
rates
to
don't
do.
line up. Absolutely, Ms. Massless. Last year, it's estimated that roughly 140 million people were born, while only 60 million died. Only? What do you mean only? While only 60 million died, and that was during a disease scamdemic. Yeah, that's why we're all here. All right.
So.
Wow. Not only is prospect of turning people into crackers despicable and dangerous, it's also just a bad business model. So you spent this whole article arguing for why it's good, but now this one sentence makes it all okay?
For real, come on.
All right. So yeah, that's how I wanted to open the show today because wow. Wow. Yeah.
So yeah, they had too much time on their hands to write that.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually published it and this was promoted. I was scrolling through Google. This was on Google Trends. Google actually promoted this at the top of their news articles. This is how I found this today. Just scrolling Google.
They wanted everyone to see it.
Yeah, this was on top. I didn't have to click anything. I didn't have to refresh. I saw this soon as I opened up my Google app. That's how I saw this.
Not surprised.
Yeah, me either. Definitely predictive programming.
Absolutely. And this definitely made me think of that movie Alive. If y'all seen it with the soccer team, I think they were a rugby team and their plane crashed in the mountains and they ate the dead people.
Ew.
Y'all saw that movie?
No, I haven't seen that.
I didn't see it, but I think I heard of it.
Yeah, it's an older movie. I think it came out in the 80s, either the 80s or the 90s, but it's an older movie and they ate each other.
Yeah, it's like the Donner Party.
Yep, absolutely. It was called Alive, and they were saying, yeah, the meat is preserved because they were like crashing the mountains and it was cold up there, so the meat was preserved and it was okay because it's like it's refrigerated. So,
is it supposed to be like based on a true story, or is it just a movie?
Yeah, it was. They say it was based on a true story.
Oh wow!
I think they're trying to get people used to the idea that it would be okay if the case, ever popped up where they might need to.
Absolutely. And
planting the seed,
like, yeah. Like the whole Hannibal Lecter character and everything. It's like this kind of making a joke out of it, like, oh, Hannibal the cannibal, but really, it's just all programming.
Absolutely. Shay dropped the fact. She said it happened in 1977, I think. Yeah, based on a true story.
I would just rather die.
Frozen human sashimi, said Shifty Eye Shady. Really, bro? Really? You had to just detail it like that?
I would just want to die. I mean,
David Mitty said they couldn't make snow cones.
Yeah.
But they just couldn't make snow cones? I mean, hey. I mean, what? Blood flavored snow cones or something? I don't know. Y'all funny.
That sounds like something the elite would like.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we got the only Wernley in the house. How you doing? We got Rob in the house. Appreciate y'all. All right. Oh, we got Scott S in the house. Soylent Green is people. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Absolutely. We'll never go hungry again. Oh, we got Cassie Bennett in the house. How you doing, Cassie? Good to see you up in the house. Yeah. All right. So let's move on. That's that, ladies and gentlemen. I thought we'd open that up. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So I just thought I'd show this for shock value here. Ha, shock. Video shows man directly hit by thunderbolt.
ooh.
Yeah. So CCTV footage in Jakarta, Indonesia. Okay, this is a little older story. This is from December 26, 21. So CCTV footage in Jakarta, Indonesia has captured a security guard who luckily survived a direct hit by lightning, according to local media. The 35-year-old, surprised he wasn't 33, working as a guard for a company dealing with heavy machinery in the north of Jakarta, was on duty when lightning struck him. In the video shared by an Indonesia media company and reposted on social media, the man can be seen walking in the rain under an umbrella with what looks like huge military vehicles parked in the area. Some 15 seconds after he enters the frame, a blast and sparks can be seen in the very place he walked. And the footage then shows him lying on the wet ground. He fails to get up and people run toward him. All right, so I thought I'd show you all this because this is crazy. We're going to go ahead and rewind that.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
Now
Did he live, right?
Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that.
Woo. And look at my man's. He's smart. Maybe I'm not going to run like directly over there. He circled him a little bit.
Wow.
I guess you never heard lightning doesn't strike the same place twice.
Right.
That was damn. That was like fireworks.
That is crazy. Whoa.
Oh my god. That doesn't look like a typical lightning bolt, does it?
No, it doesn't. That was a pretty thick, healthy, fat lightning bolt, bro.
It was like the rod of God or something.
Wow.
They're like, let's test this out, see if we can strike people with it.
Straight up. It looked like a weapon. Look at my man's was not sure. He was like, I'm not gonna run directly like right there. Look at him circle. Like, look.
He's running in slow motion. I'm coming. Hold on.
Yeah, that was a pretty wicked lightning bolt, y'all.
Yeah, I never seen nothing like that.
All right, so the man survived, having suffered burns to his hands, according to Didik News. He was initially treated at a hospital, but is now recovering at home. It is believed the guard's walkie-talkie, which he had in his hands, attracted the lightning discharge. Wow. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I don't think
a walkie-talkie could do that.
Yeah, that was a pretty healthy lightning bolt. I'm just saying. Yeah. So the odds of being struck by lightning depend on a number of factors, including geographic location. For instance, deaths from such a cause annually reach hundreds in India, while in the U.S., lightning kills an average of 50 people a year. Those who survive may suffer cardiac arrest, severe burns, and lifelong brain damage. Men are targeted by thunderbolts more often than women, according to the...
Wait, why?
Because men are evil. Men are evil.
Obviously.
According to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, which states that around 85% of lightning fatalities are men.
Because they're taller.
That's crazy.
It gets to them first.
Wow. Carrying a umbrella is also believed to increase chances of direct hit as it makes a possible target higher.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all, but we gotta see
Learn
it.
something new every day.
This healthy boat one more time.
Wow.
And it's so funny how my man's ran over there though.
He's like, oh, I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
Why he run like this though?
Hey, he read the manual. Okay, he knows he's supposed to check the area first and make sure it's safe. And
Check
Check the
care.
perimeter.
Check the area. Check the
he had to
area.
fix his mask first and
Quick,
Run
down
over there.
911.
gather
Then
his
you care for the
PPE.
victim.
You know,
You're right. He literally did the check, call, care. He checked the area. He
He's
called
safe.
for help. Then he cared for the vehicle. He is safe, ladies and gentlemen. Now that is how you react in a lightning bolt situation.
that's wild.
Somebody said he was well trained. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was crazy. So we're gonna move on. All right. So I don't know why, for the life of me, I follow this left-leaning Huff Post. It just drives me nuts, but I just like to keep up with what's going on. The Huff Post is ridiculous.
I know.
Ridiculous with the
I know.
headlines. So
They
yeah.
don't care.
They don't. And this is an older story too. I just thought it was funny. December 14th, 21. So judge asks for forgiveness after video shows repeated use of N-word in her home. So there's a couple of reasons why I brought this up. There's a point I'm going to make. Ms. Maskless, you're so silly. All right. So a judge in Louisiana, Michelle Audinet, has asked for forgiveness and understanding after a video surfaced capturing a series of racist remarks as her family gathered to watch security footage of an attempted burglary at their home. A black man was reportedly arrested in connection with the burglary at the Lafayette City Court judge's home in Bendale Gardens over the weekend. There we go. Let me pull this up. All right. So a video that circulated after incident appeared to show members of her family joking and using the N-word to recap the burglary while they watched the security footage. Audinet, who has 4 children, confirmed to local news site The Current that the footage was from her home. So her kids saw her out? It's unclear who shot it, who exactly is using the language, and who sent it to several members of the local media. The site also published a video which contains disturbing and explicit language and joking and laughter. At one point, a voice is heard saying, and mom's yelling in, to which a woman's voice is answered, we have an like a roach. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So let's see.
Mom goes, why are the lights
when I pull up in the whip, they be saying, God damn.
Why are your lights on? They're like, pull up.
And mom's yelling, nigger, nigger.
Oh, kid, we have a nigger. It's a nigger. Like a roach.
Look, that's me.
No, that's
I came from the backside.
And look, he trips over the
He trips. That's right. He trips.
I was the only one running.
That's me. Kenny was standing. I'm the one that took him down. Kenny's just standing there.
He lied. That was his wallet.
Yeah.
That's my phone where it fell out.
Look, Mom. The dude has.
So the point of me showing this is that nobody's safe anywhere. They're making this idea normal that you don't even have privacy in your own home. While yet I do not agree with what they are saying, I don't think it's fair to have what you're saying in the privacy of your own home aired like this.
Absolutely. And
I agree on both things you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just think that's ridiculous. I mean, they were at home, so
Right. It's like they want to, this whole scandemic has, gotten people used to the idea of privacy being, a thing of the past. So, it's like you don't have any privacy or any right to have, I don't know, just private things private anymore, like nothing sacred,
Yeah, absolutely.
And
nothing is sacred. Nothing is untouchable.
Right. And I mean, even this, story could be just contrived or fake or whatever, but the point is like they're just suggesting like her own family, turn her in, so to speak.
Yeah.
They air the dirty laundry, so it's just crazy.
Absolutely. It's funny you just said, at the moment you said contrived, Tanya S said the same thing. I call it contrived
All
at
right,
the
Tanya
least.
S.
She sure did. As soon as you said that, she put that in the chat.
Yeah,
That's
well, it
right,
seems like
girl.
it was recorded on purposely and then put out purposely.
Mm-hmm. It's like, who just records conversations that they're just having with their family? You know, just people are sitting around talking. But
absolutely,
yeah, it's crazy.
That's what Mac TV just said. Her own family had to leak that. Yeah, the article did say it was her family, and it just makes me think of the Bible verse. I said, mother against daughter, brother against sister, all that, blah, blah, blah. And that's exactly what this made me think. That's why I thought it was important to show that nothing is sacred. You can't even, didn't this happen to like Hulk Hogan or something? Him and his wife laying in bed having pillow talk, and he was calling somebody the N-word, and WWE knocked him out of the Hall of Fame and everything. But I just thought that was just so ridiculous because they were at home. While I don't agree with the conversation, but they were at home. I mean, there still is a such thing as freedom of speech, especially the privacy in your own home.
Right.
I think they do some of this stuff on purpose. That like a shaming ritual. They're all in Hollywood. They do these kind of things, and then they put the stories out so they can get people on. The average person fighting over this type of stuff. Whereas they knew exactly what they were doing, and they recorded it purposely, and they said those things purposely so they could put it out. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
Like nobody would have heard of this judge from Louisiana besides maybe locals, right? But now it's like a nationwide story where it's like they can get people arguing over the situation where, it shouldn't even be a thing.
Absolutely.
Right. And then it might boil down to something that comes to be against us, the little people in the end,
Mm-hmm.
Whereas it wasn't even really something that was going to affect them in the least, except where they had to do it.
And we got Rob in the house. Rob says, snitching is the new normal, and family bonds and trust are a thing of the past. That is the message.
Yeah.
I agree, Rob.
Good point, Rob.
Yep. Good to see you, Rob. Cold Springs Queen. Good to see you, darling. Thank everybody for being here. Jennifer Flores. I don't remember if I spoke to you already. Yep. All right. Let's get a move on. What we got next up here? Okay, so speaking of listening to you and privacy no longer being a thing, targeted ads will listen to your playlists and podcasts.
Oh, they don't already?
Right. Now this is just disclosure. Okay, this is just disclosure. They're just going to go ahead and throw it out there now. Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yep, absolutely. So SXM Media to debut a listener identity solution to target ads based on music and podcast preferences. So this article releases meanwhile the whole Joe Rogan and Spotify censorship thing is happening. So yeah, so it's my personal belief they're deploying some kind of AI to scan all podcasts. They're looking for certain keywords. So they're going to knock all the little people off of Spotify. Spotify still offers a certain degree of freedom when it comes to what you're talking about. You can still say the V word, on Spotify. And yeah, so all of this is about to knock all that out, especially that Joe Rogan thing is going to knock all the freedom out of podcasts. So that's what I feel like is going. Yeah,
definitely.
All right, so SXM Media, the company behind the popular U.S. satellite radio station Sirius XM, as well as music and podcast streaming services Pandora and Stitcher, has announced a new listener identity solution called Audio ID, which will monitor users' music and podcast tastes to offer targeted advertisements. The solution is meant to unify the company's understanding of users across its various digital audio environments, according to ad VP Maria Breza. While Google reportedly tries to battle third-party browser cookies and Apple attempts to get rid of mobile identifiers, companies like SXM Media are relentlessly trying to gather as much information on their users as possible to sell to advertisers, now through the use of innovative cookie alternatives. So yeah,
that's just an excuse. They're targeting people. Period. That's all they're doing with that. They want to know what you're watching, so they know what what you're up to.
That's horrible. That's horrible. So, I
Well,
mean,
that's 1984. That's exactly 1984, right? You can.
Mhm.
They're always listening, always watching. You can't really say what you really think or what you. That's kind of where we're at.
For sure.
Right.
I
Right.
agree.
And like you said, Uncool, it's just mostly disclosure because they've been doing this. You know, it's like we
Right.
all
Yeah.
notice how we have ads like targeted towards us, basically like based on our browsing history or our purchase history, you know, things like that. So I mean, it's really
sure.
nothing new.
For sure. Yep. And got my bro David in the chat. He literally just did a live stream on how his thoughts are, how he feels his thoughts are being read. And he documents every time it happens. Crazy. You know, it's gotten to the point where you don't even have to look up certain things you're thinking about. If you just think about it, the stuff is just going to pop up.
Yeah. Yeah. And I remember reading an article maybe a year or so ago, and it was addressing that. And, you know, the thing was like, I think they used Google as an example. Like, is Google reading your mind? And then it was like, no, it's not reading your mind. Like, basically gaslighting you, right? Like,
I remember that article.
Yeah, because it was like,
I remember it too.
You probably searched for it before, you know, or you bought something similar in the past, which made it recommended to you, and blah blah blah. It's like, no, it's not reading your mind, but it's literally finishing your sentences, you know, things like that. But yeah, just gaslighting you into thinking that you're crazy.
Well, they said they were going to make that technology a while back. I remember them talking about it, saying that they were going to do that.
Wow. Let me see. While SXM already passes data such as age, gender, and zip code to advertisers, along with running speech-to-text program on many of its podcasts, the newly announced Audio ID will also monitor what the users are listening to, giving ad makers yet another identifier to make targeted ads, because Satan is the prince of the power of the air. All right, so the product will leverage data sets across tens of millions of known Pandora, Sirius XM, and Stitcher listeners, matching them to create audio IDs. This will allow for a better ad experience for consumers, marketers, and publishers, tapping into listener behavior and preferences in a way that supports the future of identity safety. Because, you know, they got to keep us safe. They care about our safety, guys. They care.
I know.
That's what this is all about.
It really is. It's for your own good.
It's for your own good.
You can't have any privacy because you might not be safe then.
You might not be safe.
You need somebody to look out for you at all times.
Absolutely.
And you might not know you're not safe.
That's right. See?
You need somebody else to tell you that.
Out with that.
Absolutely.
That's right, knowledge.
All right. So the future of identity safety while helping marketers achieve their goals. Read a statement by XSM Media. We are entering a new... And this makes me think of Days of Noah. This is exactly something that he would say. We are entering a new era of identity. We're entering a new era of identity, guys, both in our culture and in technology. It defines us not by who we are on paper or the cookies we leave behind, but by our interests and passion, guys. You see the words they're using, guys. See what they're using.
That's pretty good.
That's
pretty good.
This is digital transformation, digital verification, digital ID, digital identity, guys. Shout out to Mac TV in the chat. All right, guys. Said Chris Ricker, Senior Vice President.
That was a good impression. That was really good.
That's her days at night voice.
So he's spot on, though, man. He's spot on.
That was spot on.
Days is spot on when he said all of this about is just building that digital verification system, that digital identity, because data is currency, because our creator is all knowing and all seeing. He knows the past, present, and future. Satan is a copycat. Satan wants to do the same thing. So he has to use his technology to collect all of the data. This is what he has to do. He has to use his technology to collect everything and to be all knowing and all seeing, and use his Minority Report pre-crime to try to predict the future. But it requires our consent, and our ignorance gives that consent.
Right. Well, that was the whole point of the last story, that you know, you can't even trust the judges. They're saying they need to listen to us. They need to listen to us to make sure that we're all doing and saying the right things. Even the judges are doing wrong. So that everybody, that was the whole thing. And they, like I was saying, 1984,
Absolutely.
That's what that's the premise of probably putting together the last story the way they did.
Hey, we got Zulu1 in the chat. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Much love and love, homie. Always good to see you. Yeah, so that's what that is. I thought I'd just connect this one to the past article I read about not having privacy in your own home. And now you can't even listen to a podcast. I think it was David in the chat who said because podcasters are like the number one enemy to them because we still have freedom there because we figured them out. So they have to catch us, try to hit us at all sides. And,
Truth is their number one enemy.
Yep. Let's see.
True that.
Zulu Faith says Zulu been here. Well, excuse me.
Well,
excuse me. My bad, Zulu. Faith is like correction. Zulu been here. All right.
Get with it, Uncool.
Right. All right, we're gonna move on. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. You already laughing.
I can't help it.
I can't even read the headline. Thong wearing mask flouter says he's making history.
You know.
Yeah.
He sure is.
Yeah. And then they got to show, a nice, beautiful red thong here, laying on some silk sheets, some satin sheets.
Does it have to be that one?
Yeah, it's just right there with the little fur on there, just all nice and sexy. Got to be red so, kind of induce some feelings within the brain. It's all psychology, just to get the juices flowing. So, yeah. So this is an older article, guys, but I thought it was a good one to share. This is from December 17th, 21. A man who was removed from a plane for wearing a bright red thong as a face mask has since compared himself to history-making civil rights activists like Rosa Parks.
Oh, not quite.
And look where he's from. Florida resident. This is a Florida man story. Adam Jean told NBC2 that he does not wear a mask in airports at all, but feels he was following United Airlines rules on the plane by having his mouth covered with the undergarment. Yeah. Leave it to the Florida man. This guy from Cape Coral tried wearing a thong as a mask on a United flight in Fort Lauderdale today. He was kicked off the plane. TSA and sheriff were called, but passengers remained peaceful. Okay. It's kind of loud. My bad. Me to blow y'all ears out there. But
does that mean some sort of certification that's different than this? Yeah.
Oh my God, he looks ridiculous.
What? Non-mask compliance. So I should apply because this doesn't work? I'm here to ask you a question. Did he just get kicked off for wearing a mask?
It's between bites and sips, sir. You have to put your mask on.
Did he just get kicked off?
Sir, I don't know what's going on, but I'm asking you. It has to be in between bites and sips. That's the federal law, okay?
Sip. Now I'm biting.
Now put it back on. Now put your
Did
mask
he
on.
just get kicked off?
Sir, I don't know what's
I'm out of
going
here.
on.
Forget it. I'm out of here. You know this whole thing.
It's not my law, sir. It's the federal government's law. Take it up with them.
You guys are getting out there. If they don't want to apply for the mask policy, then keep their masks.
man, look how empty that plane is. It's like they're just truly just discouraging air travel. Like that's messed up, right?
Yeah. And how did he get to the airport?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I kind of feel like this story is fake because, first of all, how did you even break the threshold to even get on the plane with that on? Somebody had to see. How did you get through the TSA?
Right.
First of all, with this thong on. So I feel like this was just made up,
Could be.
Yeah, definitely could be.
Jen explained his unusual choice of face covering, saying that the best way to illustrate absurdity is with absurdity. He added that he has pulled off the same trick multiple times throughout the scandemic and faced a different reaction every time. However, on December 15th, his flight from Fort Lauderdale to Washington, D.C. finished before it even started. After a brief discussion with crew members, the thong-wearing Jen was asked to disembark. In his interview with NBC2, the 38-year-old even compared himself to famous civil rights activists, saying that all major changes in the United States starting with everyday people taking a stand. He pointed to Rosa Parks, who changed the course of history by refusing to give up her place on a segregated bus to a white passenger in 1955. In a statement to the New York Post, United Airlines backed this crew's decision to boot Jen off the flight, saying that he was violating the federal mask mandate and that the staff addressed the issue on the ground prior to takeoff to avoid any disruptions in the air. Yeah, we're going to get one more look at this thong here because that's just hilarious. Yeah, I'm ignorant, y'all. Okay.
What's this guy doing with like a trash bag? It looks like a lingerie bag.
Some sort of certification that's different than this.
You said look like a...
Go by what
So my friend works at a Meijer here in Canton, or is it I think it's Canton, and she said there's a guy that comes there, wears a thong all the time. So people actually do this.
Wow.
Yeah, so the idea of doing it is not far-fetched, but making it on that plane with it, I'm kind of thinking like, how'd that even happen?
Well, thank you, Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks setting the example. You imagine telling her like, you influenced a guy to wear a thong on a plane. That's what you did, man. That's what you did.
I really enjoy that stock photo. That's cracking me up. Like, why was that necessary?
Absolutely. Like, that's what you did, ma'am. All right, let's get it on. All right, so here's an article from Ms. Maskless. Wanted to share this one, and I thought it paired up nicely with the red thong. So
here we go. Yeah.
Putting ladies' pantyhose over your face masks makes it better at stopping the spread of CV, study finds. Now, this says it's an actual study. So, scientists have determined, Pentagon officials say, that makes it real.
They're getting paid to put pantyhose over masks and study it.
Yeah,
it's legit.
That's where our tax dollars are going.
This for real, y'all.
That's where our tax money is going for sure.
Yep, absolutely.
Trust the science.
Trust it. Trust it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So they are a versatile fashion accessory and a staple in every woman's wardrobe. But now researchers say wearing ladies' tights on your face could slash your risk of getting CV. One of the criticisms aimed at commonly worn face coverings is that they do not fit tightly enough to significantly block viral particles from being inhaled or exhaled. So this is the best decision they can come up with is ladies' underwear. As part of a new study, Cambridge University experts reviewed a variety of DIY hacks people have used to make masks fit better, including using rubber bands or tape. Curiously, they found the most effective tactic was to wrap a pantyhose around the bottom half of the face on top of the mask.
I think they just want to see how stupid people are if they'll actually do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, they're standing. They got all the think tanks standing with their note and pad and taking the statistics of people who are actually going to do this.
I mean, you guys aren't.
Well, I'm fresh out of pantyhose, so it's not going to happen.
Shame on anybody who's not already doing that. Okay.
Yeah. I guess since it didn't clarify, and you can use a used pair, I guess, and it doesn't matter.
Right. Hey, Gregorius, what up? I didn't know you were in the chat. He talking about that damn too much booty in the pants. Thong song.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
That guy should have sung it on the way out.
Right. Wow. This, the scientists said, could reduce the amount of viral particles by up to 7 times more than a loose mask on its own by sealing the gaps around the nose and mouth. But recognizing the social and physical implications of wearing tights on your face in public, they noted it was unlikely to be tolerated for extended periods of time.
You think?
Yeah.
You think?
The
You remember
jury is
that
still
Jane's
out.
Addiction video?
You said what video?
That Jane's Addiction video? Been caught stealing when he's wearing a pantyhose over his head?
What?
Yeah, that's all I can think right now.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You have to check that out sometime. It's hilarious.
Wow. Let me see. The jury is still out on how effective mask wearing is wow, listen to this. The jury is still out on how effective mask wearing is at reducing CV infections at a population level.
Wow.
Well, there's the truth.
Wow.
Truth in plain sight.
With conflicting results from both sides, most scientists agree that they at least make a small contribution. Can you believe that?
Yeah, it doesn't sound so solid. They were saying it was solid that it didn't, you know?
I mean, people are getting kicked off of a plane for not wearing it, losing their jobs for not wearing it, not allowed, being denied goods and services for not wearing it. But then you have the gall to say that
the jury is still out.
The jury's still out, by the way. Oh, you think?
2 years later.
Yeah, we've only been saying that since the beginning.
The science is settled.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. Look at these pictures.
Wow.
Fauci science.
Wow. Let me see. Tight-fitting medical grade masks such as KN95s are exceptional at blocking out the virus, but are often described as uncomfortable and are harder to acquire. The most common surgical or cloth masks are far less resistant. And we've got some lovely model pictures here with their beautiful face diapers. Look at them. Work it, work it, work it, girls, work it. And here goes the pantyhose, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get... No, it's not going to zoom in. I was definitely going to give you guys a close-up on the pantyhose because, that's why we are here. At the end of the day, we are here for the pantyhose. Oh, and here goes the tape. Oh, wow. We've tried everything to keep you guys safe. Here is the tape demonstration.
And they couldn't even do it on real people. Those are dummies.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see. Here
Look
we
how
go.
they're doing it in a
How they
different
know
color.
it works.
Yeah, work it.
Pantyhose is diverse.
Work it.
White, black.
Yeah. Look at the diversity. Look at the diversity and the individuality and the look at that. And look, you got black ones. Look, you got black
that
ones.
rubber band one looks real comfortable. The one all at the bottom.
Yeah, look at the strap around the ear though. And
inclusive science. I love it.
Yeah, you got the black ones, you got the white ones. Every color group is represented.
Right. Pantyhose comes in every color. So
absolutely. Look at
just about every color.
Look at the rubber bands.
It's a freaking rubber band.
Look at the rubber bands. They're just going in. Just making sure you're safe. Every aspect is represented.
The more rubber bands you have, the safer.
Oh, look at that. I just feel so safe.
Wow. And you should.
Wow.
Fauci safe.
Yeah. To test how effective mass alterations are, Cambridge researchers recruited four volunteers. Big number. 4 volunteers to try 7 different mass hacks. These are hacks. Mannequins. Yeah. Right. These are hacks, apparently, ladies and gentlemen. To try different mask hacks on the KN95 mask, left and surgical mask. Right. These included wrapping different brands of pantyhose around the head on the top of the mask and knotting the ear loops on the mask. They also used 3 rubber bands to create a brace around the nose and mouth and fabric tape to stick the mask to the face. Volunteers also had first aid gauze wrapped around their head to tighten the fit of the mask, as well as gauze stuffed into gaps inside the mask, because breathing is bad. So we're going to stuff some gauze in there to just make it just that much more difficult,
I mean, they don't even care. They're just throwing it all in there.
If they had people that were doing this, why are they only showing these pictures of the dummies, though? Where are the people who actually did the study?
They were the volunteers.
Did volunteers turn into dummies, or they were dummies the whole time?
They were voluntold.
Voluntold. Yeah. You do this. You there. Yeah. You there.
Those are the same people that are in the COVID units right there. These guys.
Exactly.
This reminds me of TMF.
Right.
TMF would always point out the dummies that were in the news clips.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at the twisty
Aw.
loop-de-loop here. Look at the twisty loop-de-loop. You know, just making sure it doesn't come off. Just
Keeping it
super safe. Wow.
Safer and safer with each picture.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. The level of safety just drastically increases.
Mm-hmm. Except this mummy thing. I don't know about that. Where's the pantyhose?
Wow, mummy.
And I just want to know, like, you know, I trust science, don't get me wrong, okay? But these people who did the study, it's like, have they ever used pantyhose? You know how you can get a run in it real easily?
Uh-oh.
Like, from just about anything, you know?
Uh-oh, trust
If
the
you look
science.
Science ain't an exact science with these clowns, but they're getting better.
Trust the science.
Oh, yeah.
Trust the science, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, baby.
All right. Where we at? Okay, we got the thong. Then we got the mask. All right, well, we're going to move on. All right. We'll get into some CV19er news here. I'm going to go ahead and blast through this because I just thought this was interesting to share. This is an article from December 12, 21. New toxone kills zombie cells that cause aging. Study, because it was a study, it's important. So listen, so pay attention, so trust it.
We're bringing the studies tonight.
Yeah, we're bringing the studies. I did research, guys.
So it's a good thing that you guys have your notebooks.
Yeah.
Doctors are in the building.
Absolutely. You still got your notebook also? You know, I can count on also. You know what I'm saying?
Take your
also,
notes.
Yeah, also gonna have extra credit. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so look, and they just gotta have the 666 there. Look at that.
Wow, come on now.
We gotta have that present. Yeah,
That's so brazen.
Yeah, what's a picture? I mean, who puts their hands like that when they're doing that? Who does that?
Nobody.
It's just not natural at all. All right.
Well, you got to make sure they pose right for these articles, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
Maxie V said, more Teen Vogue articles, please. Also said, yeah, I got it. Yeah, she got her notebook. All right, so Japanese scientists have developed a toxone to target so-called zombie cells that pile up over time and damage healthy cells. These cells are thought to be responsible for a range of age-related ailments such as heart disease. The research published on Friday, this was an article published back in December, so not this past Friday, in the online version of the Nature Aging Journal, found a reduction in the number of zombie cells, clinically known as senescent cells, in mice that were administered the toxone. The effect was also seen in areas of the bodies that were affected by stiffening of arteries. So the whole point of me bringing this up is that, okay, we know the elite are in the hunt for eternal life, and the zombie programming continues and increases. I'm not going to go through and continue to read this long, boring article because they're just talking about how they are killing cells that clearly show that you age. So they are reversing God's creation with the 666. So I just wanted to go ahead and blast through this real quick. So I'm not going to bore you guys with that. Yeah, so I just thought this was interesting. Like just straight programming, like you're just straight up calling that zombie, but we're conspiracy theorists when we say it, but it's okay when they say it. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna continue with the programming. Cashier shot maskless customer, then killed self.
Whoa.
Yeah. So this is an article from today. Cashier shot maskless customer, then killed self. The angry gas station employee opened fire on the customer who refused to wear a mask and walked out without paying.
You know what? Bring it.
Something about this don't sound right either.
Yeah, I think this is this straight propaganda. You know, it's legal.
Yeah, to scare people into thinking twice about not coming into one of their stores. You know, oh, you don't want to go into that store without a mask. You might get shot. You know.
Yep. Welcome face masks and face coverings, or face coverings. I mean, why? How come panties aren't allowed? But you know, or face coverings are required. All right. So a Las Vegas gas station cashier shot a 26-year-old customer after he refused to wear a mask in the store. before pointing the gun on himself and committing saucy-side, police have revealed. The unarmed 36,666-year-old cashier for terrible. Look at the name of the gas station, Terribles.
Self-fulfilling prophecy there.
Like, hey,
or
you want anything from Terribles? Like, no, I don't want anything from a place called Terribles. What do you mean? I don't want anything from there. I don't even want to go there. Like,
or maybe this is like an AI written article and it's just like a mistake.
Yeah, it slipped through. It slipped through, guys. It slipped through. The unarmed 36-year-old cashier for Terrible's gas station was pronounced dead from a self-inflicted gunshot following the incident on February. Look at the date, February 6th of all days, which started when the customer refused to put on a C-19 mask, according to a police report obtained by AP on Friday. The cashier reportedly yelled at the customer to put on a mask or leave the store and refused to process his order of 3 bags of potato chips.
My life.
You silly, stop it.
Besides the potato chips part, I don't even know potato chips.
The customer then walked out with the chips without paying, while the cashier allegedly followed while recording him on his phone, which resulted in an altercation. Really? You pulled your phone out during all this? Yeah, the police claimed that once the physical fight was broken up, the cashier pulled out a handgun and shot the customer 3 times, hitting him in the shoulder.
Oh, man.
After the injured customer ran to another store, the cashier used the same gun to fatally shoot himself in the head. The customer received treatment for his injuries at a nearby hospital. Local police revealed in their report, had the cashier not killed himself, he would have been charged, in quotes, for shooting the customer. While face masks were a state requirement in public spaces at the time of the incident, Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak lifted the mandate just 4 days later.
Wow.
Yeah, what y'all think about that? Y'all think that's real? That's fake? How y'all feeling about it?
That's a crazy story. That's hard to believe.
Yeah,
David said it's really pronounced with a Spanish accent. Terribles! Terribles!
That makes it sound more legit. Thanks, David.
Right. Thanks, David. Appreciate that. Because, whoo, that was terrible.
I mean, it could be a case of people losing it, you know? Maybe.
I'm sorry. Now I'm just gonna be thinking
the guy
about it.
had all his toxone boosters.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, people are losing it for sure.
Right.
So it could be real.
All right. Y'all got to give me a second real quick. Hang on. I keep snipping because I've been laughing. Hang on.
Okay. Cold Springs, you drove past it right after it happened? So it was a real story? Dang. Wow.
Oh, wow. Someone lives out that way. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Well, not cool, but it's good to know, I guess. It's a real
story.
It,
though, yeah.
Yeah, Cold Springs Queen in the chat said, it's real. We drove past it right after it happened. She lives there in Nevada. She said our local news didn't say anything about the customer being maskless. Oh, interesting.
Huh. So they might have added that in there.
Added what?
Or maybe they left that out for some reason. Cold Springs Queen in the chat was saying that this is a real story because she lives out there, and they went by right after it happened.
Oh, wow.
She said the news didn't say anything about the customer being maskless. Wow. So that makes me wonder, like, did they leave that out on purpose or did they add that in as a detail? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It sounds like they added it in just to make their narrative go, you know? It might have had nothing to do with that whatsoever. And then they figured they could just tack that on and make that story into that, you know?
She said they just said that the cashier shot a customer, then shot himself. The maskless thing was not part of what happened. Huh. Wow.
So they twisted the story to make it fit a narrative, like I was saying when I first was saying it.
Absolutely. Wow.
Yeah,
Thanks, Cold
they do that a
Springs.
lot.
Yeah. Hey, we got Twaddle in the house. How you doing, Twaddle? Good to see you, man.
Hey, Twaddle. Probably shot themselves having to wear the damn mask all day. Just couldn't take it anymore.
Wow.
You're probably right.
Cold Springs said we saw like 10 police cruisers on the way to work.
Wow.
Wow. Thanks, Cold Springs. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Right. Faith said it does sound like that knowledge. Wow. Yep. So
I
that's
mean,
that.
People do get aggressive, so that part's real.
True.
But,
True.
yeah. But see, they can just take a real event and twist it into anything, you know?
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we can move on to our next piece here to some more mask insanity. Man shot 2 dead after being told to wear a mask.
So now it's the reverse.
Yeah, it's the other way around now.
Now it's the reverse. Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And then they showed the nifty footage of the crime scene because it was so real. You know.
Now, where is this at?
This
Where
guy's
was
like
this supposed to take
a
place?
CSI guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
That took place in Russia?
Yeah. A man who
Okay.
opened fire at a Russian municipal office, killing at least 2 people and injuring 4 others, is believed to have lashed out after being told to wear a face covering, local media outlets have reported. According to a police source for Business Daily RBK, 45-year-old veteran Sergei Glazov shot up a branch of MFC used by Russian citizens for processing official documents in the southeast of Moscow on Tuesday. I think this is an older article. Yeah, this was published on December 7th. I just found it to put it together with the other one to show the reverse. So the programming goes both ways. Yeah. So Commerçant has since reported that the man took out a gun and began shooting after he was stopped by a security guard and asked to wear a face mask in line with the country's current C-19 rules. According to security forces, Glazov fired a gun modified to shoot live ammunition. Really?
Wait, how's a gun have to be modified to shoot live ammunition?
That's what all pew-pews do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is attacking the pew-pews. So this article is actually covering a couple of bases here.
Right.
Yeah.
Checking a lot of boxes there.
I mean, what pew-pew isn't, designed to fire live ammunition?
Really?
I mean, that's what they're made for, right? To pew-pew, right?
I thought so.
Wow. Pew, pew, pew. 2 people are understood to have lost their lives during the incident, which occurred at the Multifunctional Public Service Center in the Rainensky district, around 12 kilometers from the city's Red Square. Speaking to reporters, Moscow's deputy mayor, Anastasia Rakova, said that the building's administrator and security guard had died in the incident. That's sad. According to her, the man had come in to obtain a passport. The number of injured currently stands at 4 and includes an employee of the state budgetary institution for housing and an employee and administration building, as well as 2 visitors, including a 10-year-old child, Rakova said. Moscow Mayor Sergei Sobyanin took to Twitter in the wake of the incident, writing, "I offer my condolences to the victims and the families of the victims," and said that doctors are doing their best to help the wounded. A law enforcement spokeswoman, Evok, has confirmed that the detainee has been taken to the police department.
Well, you know what's strange is the guy showed up to get a passport or whatever, and he had a gun on him anyway. So, I mean, are they sure he didn't just go in there to do that in the first place? And they're just kind of tacking on a story about him saying he didn't want to wear a mask.
Yeah.
I mean, who shows up to this place and, I just randomly brought my gun with me.
Totally contrived to get after the pew-pews and scare people and blah, blah, blah. This definitely sounds like an article Twaddle would have worked on. Yeah. So that's that. And how y'all doing in the chat? What Oso talking about? Oh, she replying to somebody. Oh, what Faith said. She's talking to Miss Maskless. Even Greta us in chat. Oh, you did?
I told Tanya S she's not twisting. How dare you?
Wow. Twaddle talking about LOL. Yeah, this definitely sounds like something you would have worked out. Like, yeah, you'd have looked into this shooting. Fully automatic flashlight shot a mask, said Betty R. Yeah.
Betty.
You heard about Betty? Betty Spaghetti.
I wonder what he's looking at. If everyone got shot, he's just randomly looking at nothing.
He's like, this filing cabinet here.
It's pretty interesting. Ain't no shell casings over there, or you know,
He's
I don't
having
know.
And why is it? It's like blurred out right there too.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So I see what link is coming up next. Y'all see what's right here? Ms. Maskless in Knowledge. Y'all see what's coming up? The Facebook link.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm
You ready for this? Yeah, this is why we are here. We got to show the programming, okay? Something is happening to people. All right? So the word zombie is being used interchangeably now. Like, people are losing their minds. And we were programmed to believe the zombie apocalypse were flesh-eating beings. But I just feel like a zombie is a person who's just completely out of their mind. And I'm going to go ahead and show y'all what Twaddle have to say about it. I think it's important to still try to expose the fake pews. Just have to do it very carefully. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So I thought I'd go ahead and toss this in here after the pew news and people just going crazy. This is a video of a lady on the train station. Okay. So I hope you don't have any children watching. I must give a disclaimer before this video comes up. All right. So if you have any children in the room, okay, just take the children out. It's only a few seconds long. So I'll go ahead and say that. Yeah. This is an R-rated clip. I'll give you enough time because I know there's a 10-second YouTube delay with the live stream. So I'm nice enough to let people know. But it's hilarious. Y'all are going to enjoy this. All right. Cold Springs put up a shocked face like, what are you showing? What are you doing? Faith said, kids are in bed. Okay. All right. Here we go. This guy is on a train station and he's looking at a lady and he's wearing his face diaper. He's nice and safe, but this lady is not safe, so he was concerned.
If you want to be my lover, you have got to get. And then it's too easy. That's just how it is.
That guy's face.
Hang on.
If you want to be my lover, you have got to get. Taking it too easy, and that's just how it is.
She had the words down, man.
Tanya says she's speaking in tongues. Maxie V
Go try out for American Idol.
Maxie V said cocaine is a heck of a drug. Tanya said flocka. So I heavily debated on whether or not to show that. So
I think she was on them all. She must have had the flocka, the coke, and the bath salt going all at once.
Cold Spring said, "Scary Spice is back, baby."
Ain't it?
It's the 20th anniversary.
Reunion tour.
20th anniversary show.
Oh man, Shifty said it was worth it.
Oh gosh.
Oh. Okay.
Wait till you see the rest of the Spice Girls and say how they age.
Right.
I know y'all wanted anticipate for the Spice Girls to be revived on this stream. Oh.
Like, so
actually, she has CV. That's a symptom. Horse with no name said can't unsee it now. Jiggly, jiggly, jiggly. Oh, okay.
Funny.
All right. Yeah, I just thought I'd kind of throw y'all off with that one. That had absolutely nothing to do with nothing, but people losing their minds. And the back of my head hurting. All right. Oh, we got a bot. We got a bot in the room. The bot would pop up when the boobs come out, huh? Okay.
Absolutely.
Of course, the boobs bring the bot out.
Did somebody call for a bot?
Oh,
Bot
Faith was on it. Faith was like, not today.
Oh man, that is just hilarious.
Okay. All right. We okay. Twaddle said I would actually like that she would do that on every train and get paid for it. I know it's unfair. She did it for free.
Maybe she had a little tip cup out in front of her.
Ooh. Okay. All right, we're gonna move on, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. All right.
It's just hilarious.
Political puppet theater. How you doing? Bots are everywhere on White Tea. So yeah. Whew. All right, and here comes the booster.
Just imagine like you're sitting there on a train going to work or something, and that happens. Like, what just happened? Like, I wonder how long she actually went for, because that guy like had time to get out his phone and start recording it. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh my goodness.
All right. We gonna move on, y'all. But yeah. Woo! To more CV insanity. Bill Gates of hell says CV risks have dramatically reduced. But another scamdemic is coming.
Oh, well.
Great.
Thank you.
Great. That's just good news.
All right.
All right. That's just good news.
So
you know.
happy.
Thanks, Bill Gates of hell. We really appreciate you. You know, how do you just have foresight into these things? You just know the future, huh?
You know it all.
You just know, huh? Yeah. So this article, when is this? Oh, this is actually from yesterday. So yeah. So Bill Gates of hell said Friday that the risk of severe disease from C-19 have dramatically reduced, but another scamdemic is all but certain. Speaking to CNBC's Hadley Gamble at Germany's annual Munich Security Conference, Gates, co-chair of the Bill and Melinda Gates of Hell Foundation, said that a potential new scamdemic would likely stem from a different pathogen, so that of the CV family. But he added that the advances in medical technology should help the world do a better job of fighting it if investments are made now. Interesting word, investments. We'll have another scamdemic. It will be a different pathogen next time, Gates said. Really? 2 years into the CV scamdemic, Gates said the worst effects have faded as huge swaths of the global population have gained some level of immunity. Its severity has also waned with the latest Omicron variant. Yeah. Let's see. So here's a video here. Like, he's literally talking about this. I don't think I'm going to play these because, you know, this is dangerous territory here. He used the V word a lot and the scamdemic word a lot. But there's one clip specifically I want to go ahead and risk it all and show to y'all because he says something very important. So let's see. Gates said it was already too late to reach the WHO organization's goal to toxinate 70% of the global population by mid-2022. Only 61.9% of the world population has received at least one dose of C19 toxone. He added that the world should move faster in the future to develop and distribute toxones, calling on governments to invest now. Next time, he's talking with his hands. Next time, we should try to make it, instead of 2 years, we should make it more like 6 months.
Well, actually, so
data. Then he pushes his glasses up. So, and then he sits up in his chair. He always nervous. Well,
well, you see, actually,
So, Gates of Hell said, adding that the standardized platforms, including messenger RNA, mRNA technology, would make that possible. The cost of being ready for the next scamdemic is not that large. It's not like climate change. If we're rational, yes, the next time we'll catch it early. Of course, he had to throw that in there. These people are trained to include all agendas in one.
Yeah, plus he has to make it as scary as possible.
Absolutely. That's maximum fear right there, baby. So, Gates, through the Bill and Melinda Gates of Hell Foundation, has partnered with the UK's Wellcome Trust to donate $300 million to the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, which helped the CVAX program to deliver toxones to low and middle income countries because they care. The CEPI is aiming to raise $3.5 billion in an effort to cut the time required to develop a new toxone to just 100 days. All right, so I'm going to find this clip where he said this for y'all. Let me see, is it this one? He said something towards the end that y'all got to hear.
Bill, how confident are you that we as a global community will deal with the next pandemic?
Really, these are big numbers.
They love the global word.
Surveillance capability would cost like $1 billion a year. The R&D
global
that we need to do to get
capabilities.
magic vaccines and diagnostics and therapeutics, that's less than $100 billion over the next decade. So, if we're rational, yes, the next time we'll catch it early and it won't.
All right, so it's not this one. He said something very important at the 1 minute, 30 second mark. Y'all got it.
Well, there's no doubt.
Yeah, I'm not going to play. Oh, it's this one. Okay, I got to skip it up for the sake of the channel. And I'm going to play it from here. So listen very closely to how he said how we can prevent this from happening again.
Do you believe it's possible to prevent the next pandemic?
Say again?
Is it possible to prevent the next pandemic?
Yes, if every country does what Australia did.
Y'all heard that?
Yeah, I caught that earlier. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Same thing about the surveillance. He was talking about surveillance, so we can be like, over there in China, complete surveillance state.
Yeah, it's pretty wicked, right? It's pretty gnarly. If everyone does what Australia did.
Country does what Australia did, then you wouldn't be.
Yeah, I'm not going to play too much of it, but yeah, I thought that was important to show because wow, really, you had the nerve to say that?
But yeah, they want to set the day camps up everywhere.
Yep, normalize all that.
That's pretty wicked. Cold Spring's like, yeah, no.
Another thing when he was saying about the surveillance, he's also talking about the biometrics. They want to get the biometrics datum system. They've been talking about that for years. That's what this is about too.
Absolutely. You're gonna have me go into the days mode again because he's just the biometrics data verification digital system just being built right now. That's what's happening.
That's exactly what it is.
Do it, twin.
So, it's just going digital, guys. That's just where this is going. It's just digital verification and just annuities. And these guys, these technocrats, the digital capitalism, digital surveillance, just to gain access. This is where it's going, guys. You know, shout out to Cold Springs. Cold Springs said it. You're right. You know, sorry for not being able to look at the chat, guys. You know, so I'm into the content tonight. Okay, we're gonna go into segment 2 of the show, but this is the digital foundation of everything that's being built right now. You know.
Nice.
I freaking love that.
Hey, thanks, Twaddle. Twaddle talking about LOL. That's pretty good.
It sounds just like him. It is good.
He just gets so into it. Oh man. But yeah. They want everybody to have this digital footprint. So Satan wants to be able to watch and track it and just see everything. And he wants everybody to do what Australia did, because that is the model, ladies and gentlemen. And it reminds me of Justine P. Turdo, of what he said. Said that he admires China because of their dictatorship. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
same thing Dr. Faust said. He said if we would have did what China did, then we would have had the success that they had.
Right. Mac TV talking about we need a Klaus. We need a COVID-19 crisis. We need a Klaus. what next coming off is a cyber attack. No, I can't really do the Klaus. Y'all gotta look for Twaddle for that one. So
that's his specialty.
Yep. All right. So here's some more CV programming. Oscars announced CV COVID measures. Mandatory vaccinations for nominees and guests, but not for performers and presenters. What?
Because
that's science. That's a science.
Yeah,
that's science. There you go.
That's science.
That's science.
Yeah. So the Academy Awards this year will require all nominees and guests to provide proof of C-19 vaccination and pass at least 2 PCR tests in order to attend the ceremony. Meanwhile, performers and presenters will not be forced to show any such evidence, but will instead be rigorously tested.
Whatever.
Rigorously tested. This update comes after it was initially reported by The Hollywood Reporter that the Oscars would not require attendees to provide proof of inoculation, which drew a lot of criticism on social media, with some calling it an effort to accommodate unvaccinated celebrities.
How dare you?
And look at the shill of them all. This shill, Seth MacFarlane. Listen to what he has to say.
POS.
Yes. Really, Oscars? This would seem, from the outside looking in, a colossal abdication of responsible management. I cannot fathom what piece of information we might be missing that would justify this. Oh,
look at him trying to sound smart.
Yeah, abdication. Because he doesn't feel safe.
Whatever.
Oh,
stay home then.
Absolutely. Don't go.
Hey, really?
Just why are you even leaving your house if you don't feel safe?
I can't stand him.
Yes.
I can't stand
it's like they got the money. You don't have to leave anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. What a prick. All right. So, however, it's not being clarified that the lack of a taxon requirement will apply only to staff, performers, and presenters, as it falls under the return to work protocol set by Los Angeles County and an agreement between entertainment industry unions and the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, which give production companies the choice whether or not to mandate C-19 taxons for cast and crew. Organizations like the Academy also separate productions into zones with varying safety requirements for cast and crew depending on how closely they have to work together. See, this is how you engineer chaos.
Yeah.
This has chaos written all over because it's just so much going on. Like, who knows what? Like, what the heck?
Right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Different requirements.
Just a way to start more conflict.
Yeah. Segregate these people, and it's just insanity.
Yeah, absolutely. This is insanity-inducing, psychotic behavior. Just they really want people running around like chickens with their heads cut off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what I got out of this. I thought it was, an interest in the show, but we'll move on. Yeah, TikTok star's father kills daughter's stalker, walks free.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this little girl here, now that Satan is the prince of the power of the air, and now the average person can go live and become a star because everyone wants to be celebrities. Even little kids can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, an obsessive fan of a TikTok star, Ava Majuri, traveled from his home in Maryland to the teen's Naples, Florida home with a shotgun, using the weapon to blow open the front door before it jammed. Yeah.
Before the door jam or the gun.
I think the gun. I think the pew pew jam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was the pew pew. Yeah. Majuri's father, Rob, a retired police lieutenant, first chased him off, then pewed and killed him when he returned and pointed the pew at Ava. The details of the incident were published in the New York Times report on Thursday, despite initially keeping the incident a secret from Ava's 1 million+ followers. When was this?
1 million followers?
Yes. When was this produced? Okay, yeah, this was from yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. The family has, let me see, her 1 million+ followers. The family has opted to go public as their daughter continues to receive unwanted contact from would-be stalkers, including classmates.
Okay, hello, but you put yourself on freaking TikTok or whatever it is, 13
Absolutely.
years old, like letting your daughter show herself to the world. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad parenting from the start.
So stupid.
Absolutely. You asking for trouble. So Rob Majuri was not charged with killing Eric Justin, 2 first names, the 18-year-old stalker. the 18-year-old stalker who pestered his then 14-year-old daughter for booty pics. They actually used the word booty for booty pics and photos of her feet. Thanks to Florida's Stand Your Ground law.
Come on now.
Yeah, that's awful. All right. However, the family has had to move to a rental home after the shooting as their homeowners association complained about Ava's disturbed fans being drawn to the property.
Wow. Disturbed fans.
Yeah. Justin.
I mean, how did they all find her like that? But did she give out her address online, like
right
while she goes on?
I think the article goes on to say that the information was bought, like somebody sold her out.
That's weird. Like, well, how does that work? You know, like who goes around? Yeah, I got somebody's address. Who wants to buy it? You know.
Yep. Justin appeared every inch. Justin appeared every inch the obsessed fan, with 2 phones belonging to him found to contain thousands of photos of the young TikTok star, as well as hours of videos she had posted to the platform. He reportedly purchased her personal information from friends in New Jersey, where her family previously lived, and Florida, including her cell phone number, forcing her to unfollow all her local friends, lest further information about her make it into Justin's hands.
Wow.
Yeah, don't trust anybody. What does the Bible say? How, people are going to turn on each other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. While Ava has received creepy messages from other potential threats, including a Venmo user who offered her $1,000 for her phone number and turned out to be a registered S offender, her parents support her continued presence on social media. Horrible parents.
Yes.
Of course they do.
Parenting.
Horrible. This is clown world.
$1.
Yeah, this is the epitome of clown world, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm.
Yeah. So with her vast following, she has pointed to all of the benefits internet fame has afforded her, such as an invite to an influencer convention in Los Angeles, lucrative sponsorship deals, of course, and interest from reality TV producers as reasons for her to keep making content despite negative attention from unhinged admirers. However, she was forced to withdraw from school earlier this month after a classmate sent her a video he had made of himself firing a pew at a shooting range, and another classmate to whom Justin had revealed his plans to assault the Marjorie family had also begun following and watching her, she said. The family's lawyer has filed a petition in Collier County Circuit Court seeking an injunction to protect against stalking, and Ava's expected to testify later this month.
Mm.
Yeah, Ava told the Times that she hadn't initially shared the details of the incident with her fans out of concern that people will think I attracted him, or worse, that other crazed stalkers will make it a contest to see who can get her first.
Phew.
Wow, that's horrible. Collier County Police have confirmed that multiple subjects have attempted to ascertain her family's address in the past, and a report from the county sheriff's office confirmed Justin was most likely a stalker that resulted from Ava's extensive social media involvement. The investigation is reportedly ongoing.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's okay to keep doing it because her parents are living vicariously through her. So.
Yep.
They're probably getting money off of what she's doing.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, we know how this works.
Hand over fist. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and this is why China doesn't let their they don't let their own use TikTok. And what's that when the guys they keep going over to watch the same girls over and over. There's a term for it. I can't remember what the name of it is. But if you do that over there, you get in trouble for that. I can't remember what the name of the term is.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just remember when I was that age, the whole AOL Messenger, AIM or whatever was popular. And my mom was like, I don't want you chatting with any strangers. And that was just text. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
There was no freaking videos involved, no first names, nothing like that. And these kids are putting their whole lives out there. And so, yeah, this stuff will happen,
Sure thing.
It's disgusting.
And I just realized we pushing 2 hours. So I'm going to skip some of these stories and we'll just do these next time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize we were going that long, but everybody's still in the chat. So I appreciate y'all for hanging in there. I didn't realize we were almost at 2 hours.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep pushing. I'm looking at these. Okay, here we'll go ahead and show this one some of this insanity. Trans black streamer dropped by Facebook.
Oh man.
Yeah, I gotta show the good one.
Why not?
Yeah, let's just show this one. So I'm tired of being white, said Jerry Banfield before being demonetized for hate speech.
What?
Yeah. So I'll go ahead. I'm not going to read the article. I'll go ahead and play the video for the sake of time. But yeah, he's tired of being white.
Get this thing correct. Get it muted. A major new announcement I'm very excited about today. I know how some of y'all are going to react, but that's okay. That's okay. That's up to you. That's not up to me. All right, perfect. We got everything looking great for this. Let's start the show off. This should be a truly fantastic show today. All right, let's start it off on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are about to experience the Jerry Banfield Show. Today, my friends, I'm grateful I have the courage to do something I've been meaning to do for a long time. For years, I've wanted to be black. I've been tired of being white. I have wished I could be black. When I was born, let me tell you, let's just get to the point. I am now identifying as a black man and an African American. I no longer wish to be identified as a white man or Caucasian or European descent. That's not who I am anymore. And I've been wanting to make that change for a long time. When I was born, I felt most comfortable with.
I love this profile pic.
All my friends were black, and until about middle school, and people just told me enough times, "You're white, you're white, you're white." I just accepted that programming, and I've been wishing.
Well, you wasn't sure before.
Hold on. Cold Springs tripping. She talking about I'm tired of being a full-time employee. That's funny. Hey, I feel you in that, Cold Springs. Yeah.
Me too.
Shoot, me too. All right. Thanks, feminism. All right. My bad, dog.
Be a black man for a long time. But I thought I can't be a black man because of my skin color. And I just woke up and had the epiphany today that if a man or a woman can look down at their genitals and just choose whatever gender they want to be, regardless of their biology, regardless of their DNA, regardless of what they've said they were in the past. What's up, Nicholas? If a man or a woman can suddenly decide to change genders, regardless of all of the other things, and that's fully supported, then I'm absolutely fully supported in changing my race. So I'm done being white. I've had enough being white. I'm sick of being white. I'm black, and I'm making this change during Black History Month. I'm very excited to make this change during Black History Month today, because this is the time to get to know my new self, my new identity. And it's really exciting. So let me shout out as many of you as possible. What's up?
Oh my God.
I mean, at the end of the day, he has a point. You know, where exactly do you draw the line?
I know, it's kind of like he's trolling, right? Because I mean, I think he's serious, but he's like trolling the mindset of these people, right?
Yeah.
That's funny.
He's got a point.
I just like how it was a casual like announcement as he was gaming, like, "Hey guys, listen, so I had this epiphany, and I'm tired of being white."
Twaddle was spot on talking about looking like Jesse from Breaking Bad. He does.
That probably
Spot
is
on.
him.
Spot on, Twaddle.
That's his new career now, his new identity.
Wow. Warrenly said totally trolling. Yeah, so we'll get a move on, y'all. I appreciate everybody still being here. You know, I didn't know we were pushing at the 2-hour mark, but I just want to share y'all this article. Yeah, Meta employee fired after child sexting video goes viral. Yeah, this is an article from yesterday. The 35-year-old. Yeah, the 35-year-old appeared to admit sending sexually explicit messages to someone he believed was a 13-year-old boy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and this is Meta, like huge. Meta, like the Meta. Meta's manager of community development, Jaron Miles, has been dismissed from his post. A spokesperson for the social media giant told the Daily Caller on Thursday after a video of Miles being interrogated by members of Predator Catchers Indianapolis went viral. So this dude
only
was
only because he got caught by real people. Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Big up to those people that do that type of stuff.
And that's so dangerous too. That is dangerous how they meet up with these people.
Yeah.
They could get killed doing that.
Yep.
Someone's got to do it though, you know?
Yeah, that is so dangerous. Miles, who is 35 years old, is seen on video appearing to admit to having sent multiple sexually explicit messages to an individual he believed was a 13-year-old boy, even making plans to meet the team at a hotel. The seriousness of these allegations cannot be overstated, the spokesperson said. While Miles initially told the Predator Catchers he was just flirting and talking to Corey, the non-existent boy, insisting he had no intention of meeting up with him. He later admits that he gave information and a location for the meet, the Le Meridian Columbus Hotel in Ohio, where the architects of the sting interviewed him. So we'll go ahead and watch this footage.
Oh, so he's in a hotel room. They called him there.
Yeah, that's where they met up with him because they were posing as the little boy.
And he's still trying to deny it.
So yeah, let's let the footage speak for itself.
Right.
So you're telling this 13-year-old boy that he makes you horny, correct?
Could be perceived as such, yes.
Oh, quit the bullshit, bro. I'm sick of your bullshit.
I won't have any restraint around you if I'm horny.
Wow.
What does that mean?
It means I was flirting. I was talking to him. Throughout all of this, I'll let you know there was never any intention of ever meeting up with him.
Okay.
Well,
but you did set 2 meets with him.
That I never intended to go to or
but you set
show
it up
to.
Correct?
And I gave information, location, and all that stuff. Yes. It can
how
be
did I
perceived as
find you?
Then that's the
I
intention.
thought I just pulled this out of my ass.
It's true.
You gave the hotel in the hotel room.
Right.
So you set the meets. So you're okay with talking sexual online as long as you don't meet the children?
This is the one time I've done this.
The only time. Okay,
Oh,
so
come on.
you are okay
Yeah,
to talk sexual to 13-year-old Corey because you knew in your head that you would not meet up with him.
That was my rationale.
He asks you what you do. I am the head of a global community development for Meta. That's a pretty good job, right?
Hey, you're right, Twaddle. Twaddle said the only solution for guys like that is Dexter. 100%. 100%.
Castration is a good start.
Woohoo!
Right. Huge. Right? You make good money, right?
What was the title again?
I mean, what is your official title?
Manager of Community Development.
And you said, make out with you, touch you, suck you.
Oh, man. Gross.
Said that to a 13-year-old boy?
I did.
I said, my cousin or Uber. He said,
That's a groomer right there.
My cousin's rich.
Yeah,
He doesn't
for
care.
sure.
He owes me. He said, haha, that would be crazy. And you're talking to this other boy. Can I see a pic of him? Why'd you want to see a pic of him?
Just want to see what it looks like, part of the conversation. All of this stuff.
You were hoping that this 13-year-old somehow got a ride here and somehow got up here. And you weren't going to push it. You weren't going to be like, yeah, I'll come get you, come that. You weren't doing that. Maybe because you're scared to get caught or something. But you were praying, hoping that this boy would show up knocking on your fucking door. That's why you gave him the address. You gave him the room number.
Well, let me say, you're a very evil man, okay? You might not remember it, which is bullshit because I know you're fucking lying.
Ugh.
But you fucking hurt somebody. Probably more than one person. This isn't your first fucking time. This isn't my first time catching fucking pieces of shit like you. By your verdict,
Look on his face.
little boy. It's illegal, little boy. This ain't your first fucking time.
Look on his face says it all.
Says it all.
Yeah, I mean, that guy probably does that to so many kids. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then, you know, what, are the police going to actually do an investigation and actually go into this guy? Probably not. They'll get him off, or his lawyer will get him off.
Right. Yeah.
Reminds me of CNN. CNN has a bunch of those people just like that.
Yeah, that was legit some kind of demon taking over there. I mean,
For sure.
he like froze and yeah.
And then you see the camera start glitching, you know.
Like his eyes went black and that got really scary.
You know what camera glitching means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought I'd show that. That's wild. He's pretty high up in Meta.
Yeah, that's an official title he had there.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. All right, so we gonna keep moving. So I know y'all heard about the sexual harassment in the metaverse. Woman alleges rape in the virtual world. I just thought I'd bring this up because I had never actually went and looked the story up to go read it, but I just wanted to kind of rant about this. Like, how is this even possible? I'm not even going to read the story. It's just ridiculous. But can you imagine, Miss Maskless? Can you imagine a guy in the metaverse approaching you with a digital wang?
What? Me personally,
with a digital wang. I mean, can you?
You know, no.
Can you imagine?
No, because I'd have to want to be in the metaverse to begin with, and I don't.
Yo, so I can imagine the graphics being up there since it just came out, so it's got to be all pixelated. So you know, I'm gonna rock out with my my digital cock out. So hang on, hang on.
Well, they said they don't even have like full avatars. They said it's like a half a body, floating body or something. They don't have hands, or they don't have a.
It's like
they don't have legs. so they're like there was no way for them to grab her, or they had no bottom half of her body. So they said that she was like being bumped in, and they were saying weird stuff or something.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hang out with my wang out.
And I'm gonna rock out with my cock out.
Like, how? So yeah, I just thought I'd share that. Like, that's ridiculous. That's
only in the metaverse.
Yeah, that is nuts. All right, so we gonna keep moving on. All right, so I just thought I'd show this. This is I'm actually sharing a World Star Hip Hop video. Yeah, I went there. Better than Teen Vogue, though. So this girl is talking about the sex toy that went viral on social media. It's a rose. I don't know if many of you guys have heard of it. Have you heard of this, Ms. Maskless?
I have heard of it.
This thing just all over social media. So, anything that goes viral, there is an issue with it. So, yeah, you gotta wonder about it. But she is alleging that there is a message about the rose that women need to know. And I thought I'd share this because this is crazy. This is something we talk about. We talk about EMFs all the time in this community, but we're conspiracy theorists for saying the EMFs make you sick. But check this out.
Good morning, everyone. Something been brought to my attention that I have to let you guys know about. It's very important. So this is a PSA. Please turn your phone up. Please listen to me, ladies. If you want to have more children, you need to stop and listen to this right now. I went to my OBGYN the other day. She told me my egg count was low. And for me to be so young, she inquired, she really wanted to know why. So as she started asking me, have I been having sex a lot? Have I been exposed to radiation? I'm like, no, I have not been having sex. I haven't been exposed to radiation. She's like, what about EMF? And what is EMF? That's an electromagnetic field, So this rose released EMF and it causes harm to your uterus, your reproductive system. My egg count is low because of this rose. Stop using this, lady.
Isn't that horrible?
That's wild.
And I know so many women who use that thing because I see it all up and down Facebook. It's like, that is awful.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's the same thing with the frequencies from the cell phones that going back when they first came out 20 years ago. They were saying that even the latest, the first G, or I'm sorry, the second generation, it would mess with the sperm count, and they were doing studies on it. And then one day they just stopped talking about it so much.
Absolutely. It just reminds me of how the Fullerton Informer calls the iPad the infertility pad.
I just put a video not that long ago where I was showing something on EMFs from the cell phone.
Wow. Ed said, I'm confused. What is that? Okay, so the rose. Yeah, I'm literally about to explain it. So see this little thing right here? I mean, it's a sex toy. You put it, okay, everybody grown here. You put it on your clitoris and it's a sex toy and it's wireless. You wirelessly charge it. So, anything that's wireless has EMF frequencies. So you're putting like EMF frequencies right on your sexual organs. So that's what it is. And it was just all the craze, just all over social media. So I thought I'd show that. That's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep. So let's get it on. Here's an article from End Times Headlines. Man falls in love with robot and wants to marry her.
No.
And there goes the happy couple. Yep. There goes the happy couple. And
we needed one of these stories in America. They had it over in China, but we didn't have any over here yet.
Yep. So I'm not going to read this ridiculous article for the sake of time, but yeah, I just wanted to show that. I thought that was hilarious. So we're going to keep a move on here. Here is a video here from our good old friend, Ms. Maskless. This lady.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you a day in the life of a girl who sells her farts in a jar. So I like to get things rolling with some beans, a protein muffin, sometimes even a yogurt. Less sugar is better, some hard-boiled eggs. And today I decided I was going to make myself a protein shake with some yogurt added to it. And I was feeling it for sure while I wait for those farts.
The way she talks about it.
Read. I'm very smart, love to read. And then after I'm ready to go, I go ahead and, do my work, do my job. I don't need to show you that, guys, but I like to add in my flower petals. I feel like they attach the scent and make it last longer. And when I'm finally finished, With my jar, I like to leave a personalized note. I want to thank you so much to the 97 people who've already purchased their jar of farts. And as you know, they're on sale right now, 50% off with $1,000. So go to my
I like to leave a personal note next to my toilet when I go to the bathroom too.
Wait, did she say okay, all right. If anybody didn't catch it, this lady sells her farts. Okay. If anybody didn't catch it, did she say it was $1,000?
I guess she has grade A farts.
Wow, I think she said it was $1,000. Hang
So
on.
going eight maybe.
We gonna run it back.
Showing you a day in the life of a girl who sells her farts in a jar. So I like to get things rolling with some beans, a protein muffin, sometimes even a yogurt. Less sugar is better, some hard-boiled eggs, and today I decided I was going to make myself a protein shake with some yogurt added to it, and oh, I was feeling it for sure. While I wait for those farts to develop, I like to read. I'm very smart, love to read, and then after I'm ready to go, I go ahead and, do my work, do my job. I don't need to show you that, guys, but I like to add in little flower petals. I feel like they attach the scent and make it last longer. And when I'm finally finished with my jar, I like to leave a personalized note. I want to thank you so much to the 97 people who've already purchased their jar of farts. And as you know, they're on sale right now, 50% off with $1,000. So go to my Unfiltered and check it. Hey, guys.
That's nuts.
Today, I'm going to show you a day in the life
Yep.
of a
So
girl
we have Miss Maskless to thank for that one, ladies and gentlemen. That was all Miss Maskless. Okay.
You're welcome, folks.
Wow. Mallard talking about untapped market.
Previously untapped.
Right. All right. Here goes a continuation. My fart will go on. I feared I was suffering a heart attack after farting too much while selling my gas to strangers for $1,000 a jar. Oh,
But she gave him 50% off during the holidays. So
so she was nice. Yeah, at least she was nice about it, So the story just gets a little bit more ridiculous.
The flavors are melting on my tongue.
American.
That is nasty.
Was she taking her own product there?
Yes.
Oh,
She's
wow.
getting high on her own supply there. Yeah.
Dream best country.
Okay, yeah. All right, so a reality star thought she suffered a heart attack after farting too much while selling her gas to strangers for $1,000 a jar. Connecticut resident Stephanie Motto, 31, has decided to retire from her gassy business after being rushed to the hospital for squeezing out one too many. Wow. Look at this. She actually ended up in the hospital. Motto built an impressive following on social media after appearing on the Australian show 90 Day Fiancé. The 31-year-old found herself in the hospital with symptoms of a heart attack as she experienced shooting pains in her chest. Concerned doctors performed blood tests and electrocardiogram, but later told the TV star that the symptoms were caused by excess gas from her regular diet of beans, eggs, and banana protein shakes. I thought I was having a stroke, and these were my final moments. I was overdoing it. Well, she began selling her farts in a jar in November 2021 after receiving requests on the adult content site Unfiltered. The bizarre product was valued at $1,000 a jar, though Motto offered a 50% discount during the festive period.
Oh, I told you guys.
Yeah, she was, how generous. She reportedly made $200,000 from her strange side hustle.
Jeez.
Wow, her side hustle made more than most yearly salaries.
Yeah.
To
and
keep
it only
up with
lasted
demand.
for like a month or two.
That's crazy. To keep up with demand, which saw her squeeze out up to 50 jars worth of farts a week, the self-proclaimed fartrepreneur opted for a fiber-high diet, living off beans and eggs. She later added protein shakes to the mix after discovering it made the farts smell worse. I decided to do it on a whim after people requested it a few times. As luck would have had it, once I put the jars up for sale, they began to sell like hotcakes. I honestly could not believe the demand. I think a lot of people have this fetish in secret. I began this venture by eating mostly protein muffins, shakes, and also hard-boiled eggs. Since then, I've decided to branch out a little bit and try some new recipes to keep it exciting. I've been loving black bean salad, onion, ham, and pepper omelets, and I have been making a really good protein smoothie with lots of banana. Wow, look at that. I think certain foods produce better smelling farts, so I usually tend to go with smoothies as opposed to things such as cabbage and eggs. Steph began documenting her unusual talent on TikTok last year with her first viral video, viewed over 7.1 million times.
Wow.
Yeah. She legit ended up in the hospital. In one of the videos, she revealed she made nearly 70,000 Australian dollars. Yeah, 50,572 US dollars in a single day. Working on my own adult-friendly platform, these past few months has made me very aware of the different types of niches and markets that are out there. There you go, Mallard, untapped market. She explained in an interview with BuzzFeed, ButtFeed. Over the years, I've gotten a few messages from men and women starting to buy my own bras, panties, hair, bathwater. She sold her bathwater?
Come on now.
That she did.
That is disgusting. Wow. I thought the farts were super niche, but also something fun, quirky, and different. It's almost like a novelty item. All right, okay, I'm done with this.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was the last article. I thought I'd close it out with that, ladies and gentlemen, because that was just ridiculous.
And I thought she ended up in the hospital because of the, hokey pokey, but turns out she was just gassy.
Wow.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
That's crazy. Wow.
Hey, Uncool. Ed has a comment in the chat that he wants you to read.
Oh,
you have to go back a little bit.
Oh, Man Bear Pig in the house. How you doing, Man Bear? What's the deal? Stranger?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's Ed. Last Christmas, I wafted you my farts. The very next day, you wafted away. Next Christmas, I'll fart it to someone special. I mean, I actually feel like I may have opened a can of worms here.
Oh, Ed.
Oh, Ed. The one and only. I'm just glad you didn't put the taco emoji in, while you're talking about farts simultaneously, because that's just disrespectful, bro. That's just disrespect. Yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We have been here for quite a while, and I really appreciate all of you for sticking it out with us. I had no idea this show was going to go this long, so I just appreciate everybody for stopping by, listening to us rant. Also talking about, I just opened up a can of farts. Yeah, I guess so.
Thanks, Oso. I bet you did, girl.
Wow.
Check the expiration date on them.
Now we're talking about, does she offer tube samples? Oh my goodness. Ripped one. Gregorious. Wow. Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I just want to holler at everybody. Jennifer Flores. We got Mallard, the Duck, Ed Hen. We got Shay Anderson in the house. Gregorious, Cold Spring Queens. My homie Mac TV. And Ed with the taco. We got Faither Wather. We got Oh So Strong in the house. Gabby L. How you doing, Gabby? I don't think I spoke to you earlier. Isaiah, Horse with No Name. Robo Honky. How you doing? I don't think I spoke to you all night. Shay Anderson and the Man, the Bear, the Pig. The hybrid is in the house. Yeah. Ed Hen. Everybody. Zulu One. Betty R. Everybody who's in the house. I really appreciate y'all. Tanya S. Tanya left some really good comments tonight. I appreciate you participating in the chat, girl. I love all y'all.
Thanks,
my homie,
Tanya.
Absolutely. The homie Twaddles in the house. Only Wernley. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate all of y'all. So we're gonna stop stalling. And from my guest, was there anything else you wanted to say, Ms. Maskless, or knowledge? Anything going on? Any thoughts? Any last comments? Any jokes you want to make? Any farts? Anything? Anything you want to say?
No, not really. Let's close it up. But no, thanks for having me on again. This is fun. So
All right.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Fun. Thanks for everybody in the chat.
Absolutely. Appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat for Ms. Massless to sell her farts. So she got a coupon.
I'm still waiting on Oso to make that donation to my GoFundMe. That's 666 Oso.
Right.
Not 1 penny more or less.
Absolutely.
All
We're
right?
holding you to that also. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Appreciate you, David. Appreciate you being in the chat. Isaiah, Faither, Waither. Love y'all. All right. So since my guests have nothing else to say, I want to thank you two for, just joining me in this impromptu show. I just woke up this morning like, man, I'm feeling real clown worldish. We got to go ahead and do this. So I really appreciate y'all for joining me. Thank you so much. We shall do this again. So everybody, Ms. Massless and Knowledge, I want y'all to hang back for a second. And everybody in the chat where the paranoia is most certainly uncool. Thank you all for watching. We are out of here.